First of all, you must be delighted with the victory.
I'm so happy. I was inspired by Flora's race last year. I've watched the race a few times, talked to her a bit at the press conference, get some tips, but having a good swim definitely put me in a good position. And then I just said, okay, Katie, forward focus for the first few laps. And Jess and Lottie really committed with me on it, and it was awesome to have such a good group working together.
Was it always the intention to kick on the run? Was that sort of stay in a group, the three of you work together, and then on the run really go for it yourself?
Yeah, I think everyone was we were all happy with how we did on the bike together, and we were all going to run as hard as we could and go for it.
I know you said in the build race you wanted to emulate Flora's blueprint. I mean, you said you watched it. I mean, how much? Because it was very, very similar to the run, particularly to Flora last year.
Yeah, I actually took more from the bike from her and looked at where she got down in her drops. I looked at how she rode the hill. I pretty much studied her, maybe creepily, but and I just took a lot from her. And it was great how the race played out.
And it's a victory in Abu Dhabi, and another victory today. That's a real statement of intent to the rest of the field.
It's awesome to start out that way. Every time you come into the race, the nerves are super high, and you never know how it's going to go. So I commit to my process. I'm confident in what I do before the race and how I race, and I'm so happy.
I know you lost on the title to Vicky by about 52 points last year.
Yeah.
Is it a purposeful thing now to start strong this year and get the wins you can while you can?
I'm just focusing on one race at a time and trying not to think about the whole thing. The main goal for this year is to qualify for Tokyo 2020, but of course if I get on the top of the World Series standings, that would be a fantastic bonus. So I'm just going for it.
And how are the conditions? I mean, different to last year. The downpour in the swim couldn't have been ideal for you.
I think I preferred the downpour in the swim better than on the bike. Of course, it was crazy how much water was rushing down those first few laps of the bike. So I was a little nervous with the roads, but we rode them safe so that we all stayed up and could have a good ride.
Thank you for your time. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Second place. That was a great run for yourself.
Not sure about the run, but the overall result were good. But I was absolutely dying. To be fair, the swim took it out of me. It was, I don't know if you knew, but it was ridiculous. I actually would just thought I'm in the middle of the ocean. I have no idea where I was going. Couldn't see a thing. I was just hoping everybody would follow me because it was unbelievable. I've never ever experienced anything like it. Came out and then Spheres just smashed me on the bike for an hour. So the run was horrendous. I have to say it was horrendous, but I can say I enjoyed it now, and now it's finished.
I mean, you said that yourself, Katie, and Lottie really took off the three of you, the first sort of two disciplines. How was it sort of then when Katie did take off? What was going through your mind at that point?
On the run, yeah, I was prepared for it because I knew coming onto the run that my legs were screwed, and she's unbelievable. She's honestly the best triathlete in the world. She's just so strong at every single discipline. I can't fault her. So I knew she was, out of my sight sort of thing. But I just had to kind of concentrate on my own run and try not to die too much. So it was all right.
Where does this rank for you in terms of WTS? I mean, how was it for yourself up there?
Where I am? Oh, not a clue. Do you know? No, I don't know. Not a clue. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Top 3, maybe? Don't know.
That must be delighted, though, the way it went.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Every time I race, I just shock myself. No, I'm just surprised every time. I just think, I blagged that again. I don't know, but hopefully I'll gain confidence one day and be as good as her. Spheres.
But I mean, that must give you confidence. I mean, it's only like you say, it's only the run, really. I mean, half through the bike and the run that was the difference between you guys. That must give you a huge confidence boost.
Yeah, I do. But I mean, I've been working on my run for quite a while, so I'm just hoping that I can start being a bit more consistent. I mean, I don't know where I rank compared to in total run rankings, but I think I was pretty down there. But I'm not too bothered. I'll definitely take second.
And aims for the season. I mean, like you say, that must put you up there going ahead. Where are you looking for the remainder of the season?
We've got Yokohama and Tokyo's qualifiers, so I've got to go do that really. Sorry, nice.
Thank you. Congratulations. I mean, that was an incredible run. That last run from yourself was amazing.
Yeah, it felt good. Actually, no, it didn't feel good, but it felt good to come third. I worked hard for it. I mean, the bike was hard, swim was hard, and I just kind of was pretty determined, and I had a little bit of extra fire inside me for the run, so just kept chipping away, and a big result for me for sure.
Did you always have confidence in yourself to make up the run? I mean, the three guys that went out ahead, I mean, they were over 2 minutes ahead. I mean, how are you feeling coming into that last transition? Were you thinking I can do this, or?
I didn't know, but I mean, you can never count yourself out, and that's something I've just learned from years of racing. Is you can never count yourself out because you never know what's going to happen. And I had to kind of keep believing that I had it in me and keep pushing. And when I saw Lottie, the third girl who was in third place, just ahead of me, I was just like, you know what, this is my time to go for it. So I just kept pushing and was really, really determined to see what I could do.
I think you made up 50 seconds on the first 2 laps of the run. I mean, that's incredible to make up that sort of time.
I mean, I can feel it now. I think I'm missing an entire lung, so I worked for it for sure. It was hard work.
And you said that when you see Lottie in your sight, I mean, that must give you a huge confidence you can catch her, right?
Yeah, for sure. No, when I saw her coming back towards me, I knew I could catch her, and I still had some energy left in the legs, and I just had that determination to go catch as many people as I could, and I was like, you know what, I got to go for it. This is my time. So you can never pass up an opportunity like that.
I think I'm right saying you came 10th last year here?
Yeah, 10th last
So third, that's a great improvement. I mean, what did you learn from last year? What was different this time around?
I think one thing I learned from last year is this course is just so hard, and it's something you just have to keep pushing, and anything can happen. And the bike takes something out of everybody just because it is such a challenging course. So you never know what can happen on the run, and it's just hard. You just got to go hard, and you got to expect that you're going to feel like crap. So that's all I knew from last year.
And is this one of the main breakthroughs for you? I mean, this is third place. That's a huge result, right? That must give you massive confidence boost looking ahead.
Yeah, for sure. I've had a few fourths, but third place is definitely a big result for me, and I just want to keep moving forward from this. And like I said, Tokyo is right on the horizon, so just keep moving forward, see what I can do, and pushing in as many areas as I can.
Is that the aim for most of these guys? Everyone talks about Tokyo and the Olympics and that sort of thing. Is that in everyone's back of their minds that you sort of have to go strong now and really show your results?
Definitely, yeah. So there's not only Olympic points, but there's our countries. We're trying to qualify spots within our country. So every race from now on counts, and it's just every result kind of helps you get on not only your own country team, but those really essential Olympic points. So pressure's on for the next year for qualifying for Tokyo, and that's what everybody has in the back of their minds.
But from here, I mean, have you set yourself goals for the rest of the season? I mean, that's a great run here. You must. I mean, like I keep saying confidence, but it must be for yourself. It's huge, right?
Yeah, definitely a huge amount of confidence, and for myself, I need to look for another kind of top 5 result in WTS to kind of get that position for the Olympics. So that's what I'm aiming for, is another really solid result, and it's something I know I'm capable of.
Fantastic, thank you.
Thank you so much.